For today's tutorial, let's create some basic charts in Excel. You can find the charting tools under Insert tab in the ribbon. So let's start with pie charts. The easiest way to create a chart is by selecting your data first, highlight the data, including the heading as well as the headings of the different quarters. Now, click on the pie chart icon. So let's do a 2D pie. Click on pie. And now, we've got a quick and impactful way that summarizes how central sales perform across the different quarters. You don't need to highlight data that appears in rows to create a pie chart. So, as you can see, you have so many different choices to choose from for your pie chart. But I opt to choose, for now, the simple one, the style one. You can also create a pie chart by highlighting data in columns. So let's say we want to see how the different regions performed relatively in quarter 1. Highlight all the data here up to west, and then click on insert again, click on the pie chart icon, and click on 2D pie. There you have it. And now, you have a quick pie chart that allows you how the different regions perform relatively during quarter 1. So let's see what happens when we try to include more than one series in a pie chart. Highlight the region, and then quarter 1 and 2, and all of the data. Click on insert again, click on the pie chart, and click on 2D pie. You see, nothing really happened. This is because a pie chart can only include a single series of data. So if you want to compare different series as well as see the absolute numbers and not the relative size of these numbers, a column chart is a great way to summarize the data for you. So let's say we want to create a column chart for the regions across 2 quarters. So first, we move this one here so that we can see the difference. Highlight again the data that you want to have a pie chart. Then click on insert, go to your column or bar chart. Then we'll choose the 2D column. There, look at that. It's a great way to compare your data across the different regions as well as across the different quarters. Let's say we want to impress our manager that he or she wants us to include all the quarters in our chart. You don't need to create your chart all over again. Click on the chart so that the chart gets selected, and then you'll see that Excel will highlight where all the information in the chart comes from. You'll see fill handles for all of these. So let's say you wanted to include quarter 3. All you have to do is you drag the fill handle to include quarter 3. And there. Quarter 3 has now just been added to your chart. If you drag the fill handle even further to include quarter 4, look at that. You've got a yellow column now appearing, which represent our quarter 4. A column chart is a great way to not only compare the performance of the different regions, but also you can compare different series for each region and compare the quarters for each as well. So the third essential chart that you need to know is the line chart. A line chart is for time series data. Let's say we want to see a trend in central sales. Let's say we want to see a trend in central sales performance. across the different quarters, highlight the heading as well as the quarters. Then click on the insert and go to charts. And now click on line chart and let's click on the first icon. There. This chart shows you central sales performance as a trend over time. The horizontal axis, sometimes called the x-axis, represents the different quarters. The vertical axis, sometimes called the y-axis, represents the sales. You can see that the sales begin to pick up from quarter 1 to quarter 3 and a big jump to quarter 4. It's not that impactful to impress anyone because there are only 4 time periods in this graph. We'll need a much longer time series to see the impact that a line chart can give you. Fortunately, we have here the monthly sales figures from the sales department. So click on the monthly sales tab. The sales department has helped us and given us the total sales for every month. So as you can see, so we have here January 2017 and February 2017 and so on. To create a line chart, select all of this data from the headings. Just use Ctrl-Shift, arrow right, and then arrow down. And then click again on Insert, click on the line graph and the 2D line. And now you have a line chart that represents the trends in your data. Again, the horizontal axis represents the time period and the vertical axis represents the total sales. It's a great way to see how your sales have been trending over time. So, like column charts, line charts can include more than one series. Here's a challenge. Have a play with Excel and see how you can create a line chart that has more than one series.